Real Madrid's summer reshuffle has a new centre of gravity. Alvaro Carreras, the young left-back signed this July, walked into the club with a 6-year contract and a spotlight already trained on him. The club's official announcement confirmed the move, and almost immediately his arrival began to reverberate through the dressing room and on the pitch. Within weeks, Carreras has shown the qualities that earned the fee: defensive grit, forward thrust, and the kind of positional control that lets a coach redesign the flank around him. Early match reports and player ratings underline how quickly he's settled and why the coaching staff value his profile. That fast integration is precisely what forces hard choices. Xabi Alonso arrived with a clear blueprint: compact, efficient, tactically disciplined football where every position does multiple jobs. A left-back in his system must defend tightly, overlap intelligently, and sometimes function as a quasi-winger when the team breaks forward. Carreras matches that bill, which means the left-side pecking order is no longer a courtesy. It's a competitive merit test. When a new piece like that locks into place, other pieces must either adapt, accept fewer minutes, or move on. The dynamic is unavoidable in elite clubs where the margin between starter and surplus is wafer thin. Two names now sit most publicly at the crossroads: Fran Garcia and Ferland Mendy. Both arrived with pedigrees and moments of excellence, but both have found themselves squeezed by circumstance. Club insiders and coverage point to a pragmatic calculation at the top. Maintaining too many specialists in the same slot blunts development, inflates wage bills, and can stall the emergence of younger options who need minutes to grow. Reports suggest the club is actively managing the left-back pool, offering clarity to players and, if necessary, opening doors for departures that make sense on sporting and financial fronts. But the picture isn't monochrome. Different outlets trace slightly different trajectories for the two players. Some reports say Fran Garcia is being kept as a reliable alternative, seen as valuable cover and a player who could continue contributing this season, a safety valve for rotation and cup competitions. Other reports link Fran to potential offers, emphasising the market interest a quality left-back can attract. Meanwhile, Ferland Mendy's situation has been described as more fluid. Clubs around Europe have been linked with interest, and sources suggest Real Madrid would consider offers that match their valuation, partly because of Mendy's injury history and the emergence of alternatives. Both realities can be true at once. The club both protects depth and tests the market to optimize the squad. At the helm of this operation sits Florentino Perez, whose approach is rarely sentimental. The president balances immediate competitiveness with long-term planning, and that sometimes translates into decisive, even unpopular, roster moves. The stated objectives are clear: reduce positional saturation, open space for strategic signings, and create pathways for promising talents who might otherwise be blocked. In short, the signing of Carreras is not only a tactical upgrade but a structural signal. Real Madrid intends to refresh, not just tinker. That strategic framing explains why names are being floated for departure, even though each player retains professional value and, in many cases, club affection. What this means for the season is both immediate and far-reaching. In the short term, Alonso gains a left-side option who can start or rotate with guaranteed intensity and tactical fit. For the affected players, it means tough conversations, fight for minutes, reposition, or seek a new chapter elsewhere. For the transfer market, it means Real could free funds or make room for another targeted addition, depending on the offers that arrive. And for fans, it's a reminder that at clubs of this scale, continuity and change live in the same sentence. Legends can be celebrated one moment and offered an exit strategy the next, all in the pursuit of sustained excellence. The real story to watch isn't merely who leaves this window, but how the club manages the human side of transition. Communication, chance for reinvention, and the timing of sales that preserve value. If Florentino and the sporting directors play this right, Real Madrid will have both a sharper left flank and a squad better balanced for a long season of domestic and European tests. If they misread the market or stall on decisions, the club risks a crowded roster that undermines harmony. For now, Carreras' arrival has lit a fuse, and the coming weeks will reveal whether those sparks turn into strategic reinforcements or an unavoidable clean-out. If you want the headline version, Real signed a left-back with the profile Xabi wanted, and that signing has forced a strategic rethink. The ripple effects will define minutes, market moves, and perhaps the shape of Real Madrid's left side for the next several seasons. The decisive figure in this drama remains Florentino Perez, who, having pulled the trigger, now waits to see how his gambit reshapes the squad and the season ahead.